Hello and welcome everybody, I'm Bavarian and we have returned as Empress Jeanne of Jerusalem. Hopefully she's going to be in power a bit longer than her predecessors. Or was there only one predecessor? Let me see. Ah yes, they both of them, no actually, Stephanie was in power quite a while Andre wasn't. He has passed away and I'll be honest with you, I regret nothing. Not really anyway. We're going to hire the Holy Order here, and then both our retinue and the Holy Order are going to go down here into Arabia and destroy the Sunni uprising, while the Crusade is still running. We're obviously not involved. I should still select a beneficiary. There you go. What are we going to do in this episode? Well, I asked you in the last one, hey, what do you think I should do after this series, you know? I got a lot of suggestions already, as of the recording of this episode. Jesus, they're fast. They are way too fast. Already minus 36%. I don't like that at all. So I asked, and you responded. I got a lot of... Ooh. It's nasty. Who cares? Yes. I got a lot of responses, and a lot of interesting responses at that as well. So primarily, I think one response was Victoria 2 China, and I have to disappoint you. I don't think Victoria 2 is really in the cards for me anytime soon. I'm just not all that. Stop making me lose piety, please. That's not good. That is very bad. Will we actually lose this? Are you kidding me? Oh, this is bad. This is extraordinarily bad what just happened here. So we lost both Holy Orders. I don't even think we had both, but we lost them nonetheless, and I got excommunicated because I didn't aid in the Crusade. Come on, man. Can't be serious. Implement Gavelkind? You absolute dickhead. We're not gonna implement Gavelkind. Are you crazy? There's no actual faction against us here. No. We're not gonna... I'm not stupid. The Crusade is over. And King Albrecht, a Salian from Germany, has won Estonia. A very, very tiny kingdom. I will say that. A very tiny kingdom. Blah, blah. These are the terms of your surrender. I doubt it, buddy. I doubt it. All these years spent indulging my gluttony have finally caught up with me. My body has grown so bloated and flabby that I can no longer stand without help. Spend my days lying on my bed, looking at the line of servants going back and forth from the kitchen, carrying more delicacies to fill my insatiable appetite. This is going very poorly, I will say that. Extraordinarily poorly. Man, I rushed into something here. But let me talk a tiny little bit. Excuse me. You're not... Oh, you're in France. Alright, look. Things are going poorly. But what I'm saying is, let me talk a bit about... Okay, let me just sit down and talk a bit about the suggestions. Victoria 2 is not going to happen because I just don't think it's that fun of a game to actually play on channel. I can totally see, you know, compilations like ISP and who else does them. I can see them being attractive, I can see them being fun, but I don't think that is something that I want to do on the channel. In regards to, I think we gotta beat him up like this, right? I don't want to see that. I don't want to do it on the channel. It's not something that I would enjoy all that much. The other option that somebody mentioned was Total War Britannia, and I have that game and I did play that game, but I'm not really that interested to do a Total War series. The Total War series, you either have to try harder if you're on high difficulties, or you just win. I did roleplay as like my best experience in Total War Britannia was as the Sea Kings in Dublin or whatever it's called then, and it was a lot of fun, but at some point it was just like, you know what, this game is practically over. I just exist to feel good about it, kind of, and that is not really enough for me to be motivated to actually go ahead. I'm dead, oh my god. Yeah, okay, right, okay. Oh. Can I please change this? Heritage? I can soon change it. Okay, that is fine. When we're 12 we can change it. This is a strange episode. Alright, let me just end this rebellion and then we talk. There you go, rebellion is over. I'm not excommunicated. I'm a kid. I can't be excommunicated. Hey. I will organize a coronation ceremony, sure. Only the Pope. Sure, Pope, you know what? You got it. So I really don't want to run Total War Britannia. I had some suggestions. I had the Zoroastrian Kingdom, so Persia, restoring Persia, as a suggestion. I suggested it as well in the video, I believe. And that is something that I'm definitely looking forward to. I also have some other suggestions. I talked about it in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, that is perfectly fine. I will post a public poll probably tomorrow or so, or maybe the day after, on this video. So not on this video, but like on the newest video of this series. I will post a public poll. The suggestions that I brought up and that got some good feedback were stuff like Avatar, you know, you have to roll back the version, but it's still fine. A Game of Thrones, Elder Kings, When the World Stopped Making Sense. When the World Stopped Making Sense, I'm actually looking forward to. Like, I've never played it as a mod, so I've never experienced that. That would be an entirely different experience, and I think what we could do is we could build empires in any of those mods, right? And then we just jump into different characters like we've done it in previous series already. So those are suggestions that I definitely have. If you have something you absolutely 100% want to see in a poll, let me know and I will put it in the poll. I just, you know, I need to know about it and then I can actually do it. Why can't I zoom in? Excuse me. There you go. So just so you know, I had some ideas there left and right, and I hope that we can come to a good conclusion with one. I most certainly am anticipating a really fun game after this series, but I don't want to bury this series before it's over, and it certainly is not over. So what I actually want to say is, hey, check it out. I will pay you 500 bucks, sure. Do I want to go into debt? Think so, I guess. It's still technically a bit of debt, but it'll be over soon. Haughty can become proud, arbitrary, cruel, or diligent and temperate. I'm going to become conscientious if I can. I can't. Well, this morning a curious visitor came to your court, a wandering scholar who travelled to Jerusalem after hearing news of my upcoming coronation. He claims that he has heard that many tales of what a wise and virtuous ruler I am. I'm 12. And wishes to put his knowledge to my service. Ooh, I'm a good kid. Make me good, Chishaiji. I think that's your name anyway. So, there you go. We have been crowned by the Pope after our mother... Was it our mother even? Yeah, while our mother was a fat beast that was excommunicated, we are a good emperor of Jerusalem. We are a good boy. And I hope that I can remain as such. We, of course, still have a huge alliance against us here. I don't think we can beat them up at this point. We can beat up our alliances, our defensive pacts, as the East Roman Empire in the other playthrough at this point. I don't think we're in a position to beat up the Muslims here. So as I said, if you have any idea of what I want to play or what I should play, you know, be it a mod, be it vanilla, be it an achievement, be it something in CK2 that we haven't considered at all, just let me know. I have seen that there is a mod for dynastic theocracy gameplay, which looks interesting, but not interesting enough to me to actually consider it, because it just seems annoying, you know. In the mod description itself, he talks about, hey, you have to just consider all of this stuff when you play this, and it's just like, man, that's a lot of stuff to be considered, and I don't know if that is worth it. Also, who are you? Ooh, right, I remember this. We will actually... Wait, no, this is bad. We will lose it, won't we? Am I confused? I think we'll lose it, right? How are we doing in terms of cultural advances? Not good enough at all. Not even close. Well... We'll have to take a look at that. This is a bit tough. You want to build something here, and you know what? I could do it. You think I can? I can get rid of that in with one little movement. I can get rid of that, and I think that is perfectly fine. Do we already have an Holy Order vassalized? Oh, we totally do. The Knights Hospitaller. Sure. Sweet. Because as you can see, they already had a lot of these castles built, so what's the point of denying them one more? It just, you know, works out, really. Alright, what I'm looking forward to now is growing up, and then we shall expand into Arabia and everything else that we still need. Ooh, the Seljuks reunited under a Muslim, which I am a huge fan of, and now we can do a great conquest if we had the stats. Ooh, a great conquest, now that would indeed do a lot of things for us. I mean, just conquering Iraq here, really. Or even Al Jazeera. Al Jazeera, oh, they have a lot of troops. I think we're going to wait. We're going to try to get as much piety and prestige as we can. And then as soon as we are of age, we will look into potentially... Oh, come on. We look into potentially clearing it up over there. Alright, they're just going to siege it down real quick again and bring us down to about like 70% maybe. Although this time around, Arabia is actually raising their troops. Sure, you shall marry off Stafford. What a name for somebody with a French culture. Okay, just name this young man over there. We need a new court physician. I will search for one. I will also repay this loan. There you go, okay. Ooh, I could potentially kill the Doge of Tripoli. Why would I do that though at the end of the day, right? I'm a good lad. Let's not do it. I think it could potentially give us a trade or something, I'm not sure. But why bother if we don't have to? In this case, we really don't have to. Do I have a claim on France, by the way? I do. Goodness me. Heir is the Queen of Arabia. Let's burn him, sure. Absolutely, you can inherit that. You think I can? Right, I just need you to actually get off that island because I don't want to fight you on the island. If Arabia does it, I mean... Oh yeah, they're actually going in, huh? Damn. Arabia, you idiot. Oh, we came in time and the war is over. God bless. Alright, so far so good. I will say, when the world stopped making sense, Avatar and Elder Kings are my personal favorite. Scottish? What did you just tell me? Fuck, I didn't read it. Excuse me? Hey. I'm out to local culture, sure. I'll lose the prestige. I'm in Outremer now. As we... Aren't we all Outremers somehow? France, how are you doing? You are not a weak ruler. Don't want an alliance though. Interesting. We are 14 now. We are being brought up by the right person here. Very, very good person at that. Although we haven't really seen any effect of it. Jesus Christ, do you see this army? Yo, why do you have such a... What are you doing? Arabian Holy War for Oman. Oh! You know what? Vicereine Pernet, if you succeed with this, I'm very thankful. And we're ambitious. Man, this is a character that I would really love to actually keep alive in comparison to everybody else. Now, we've had a slew of bad rulers. Stephanie was alright, but mediocre. And then we had the good old... And we had the good old kid, and then we had our mother, John, and that was just an absolute nightmare. Let us hope that Hamelin will grow up to actually be a hero, maybe even the person to create the Empire of the Outremer, but we'll have to see about that. Right now, Arabia is having an amazing time pushing in and destroying the enemies here that we are facing, that are keeping us from getting our empire done. But what they are doing right here, that is wonderful. That is absolutely gorgeous. You know, watching AI vassals conquer, that is a dream. That is the dream. It really is. And you still don't want to burn the apostate. I'll burn him, sure. Okay. Yeah, I think Arabia will win. There you go. Arabia won the war, and now we hold almost all of Oman. But it also means that our threat probably... Oh, it's only... Blah, 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 blah. Palmyra of food. I don't even see it. I only see Al Bahrain, and that's about it. Rule of Arabia, only 3.09% and another 1%. That is barely anything. That doesn't even count. And now we can create the empire, the Arabian Empire, which I have no interest in. Ah, no, absolutely not. I'm not going to create that. You know, it could have been a good decision in the long term, but not the way it is right now. Arnaud de Charot, okay, joined the existing defensive pact. That's okay. That's perfectly okay, quite frankly. I'm going to write a book, everybody. And I shall write a book about war. No, actually, go with the Chronicle of My Family History, sure. De Boulogne is a very good house. I mean, we've created, you know, we've had a really good time, all things considered. And we are just burning people left and right. What is up with the burns? Oh my, oh my. I don't actually know if the bloodline will translate, by the way, all things considered. Oh, yeah, skill tactician. Pretty good. Ugh, Ankoth. Alright, let's marry. matrilineally, that is okay. She's of our dynasty one way or another, it doesn't really matter to me. I would love to build a war chest, because that should be done quite quickly, and I love doing things that, you know, don't take an eternity. In the meantime, let's... Where's my helmet? Are you kidding me? Hey. Where did my... What? No. Look. Hey. Hey, hey, hey. It must have been actually lost. Wow. And there goes our bonus. What are we sitting at? 49% against religious enemies. You know, it's still pretty good. But it isn't what I had in mind. And that makes me more than sad. Now, he's not even a member of the defensive pact, but you are. I think we could, you know, stem the tide here and destroy everybody else, but... What about you? Nah, you are in a pact, okay. Given the prestige we needed for a grand conquest, which we will undoubtedly do eventually, against the Seljuks here, either for Iraq or Al Jazeera, and once we do that, we would be missing so little. Fraticelli Revolt. Excuse me? Who knew Fraticellis existed? What is our person level here? Down to 8k. That is quite terrible. Alright, let's just carry on. Grey Eminence. Some random person. Ooh, who are you? Poulard's host. Well, thank you, Poulard. Don't know, I doubt that was intended, but I mean, what do you want me to say, huh? And now we have to fight Poulard. I shall gladly fight Poulard. I mean, thank you first of all for coming over here and aiding us, but second of all, I will beat you up. That is what we do. There you go. You are in deep thought as court physician Sigismund suddenly interrupts you. My emperor, I know that both you and the Empress desire an heir for the realm. If you so wish, I could research ways to enhance your virility, all in order to facilitate the creation of a worthy successor. Sure, buddy. Alright, there you go. You know what? The host giveth and the host taketh away, and the host gave away there when we conquered them, or when we, you know, destroyed them rather. Ah, most excellent. Help me get a child. Let's see if it helps, or if he... Oh, there you go, yeah. Now, where's the Empress? A Countess Hodierne of Artois? Interesting. We still do have King Mathieu the Just here. Can't request an excommunication. He's quite accepted by the Pope, it seems. We could extort subjects, not very interested in that, however, because, you know, what's the point at the end of the day? We need more prestige, and then we can immediately head into the Grand Conquest, which is exactly what we need. And we're kind. Gorgeous. I think it sounds like my wife Hodierne is pregnant, and it did indeed work. I think we want to go for Al Jazeera in the Great Conquest, right? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But they are quite powerful. I mean, they have 26k troops. 26k, that is far more than I would hope for. And the apostate. Oh, I meant to click his portrait, but there you go. Your loyal vassal, Aznar Alvarez Jimena, has sent you a courtier with an offer. He's willing to make a significant donation to your war chest. Nope. Absolutely not. Get out of here. How much money do we need anyway? Can't be that much. We need 1,000. Well, we're almost there. Right, I will dispatch some maids, sure. Take care of this lady. Gonna have a kid, and that is going to be my heir. Is it a troubled? Not a troubled pregnancy. Good. And this apostate, sure. They're all excommunicated. One of our vassals became blessed, and we have a girl, and that girl does have all the bloodlines. Wow. So, I mean, we're done here. We don't need any other kids. This is it. I am going to join the Benedictine order. Then we're going to have a look if we can't keep losing money here. Only the Pope. Ah, man, that's a lot of stuff. But there you go. Oh, isn't Duke Joseline? I thought he was, Nah, I'm gonna let Doge out do it. Alright, we're down to 150 again, and I guess that I thought it would go way quicker in terms of getting that money, but we're spending money on so many things, it's only fair. If I can't actually go through with it, I will not take your money. Thank you very much. Sultan Ertekin the Just of the Seljuk Sultanate, we are coming for you. Your physician Sigismund has been asking for permission to travel to the hospital in Jerusalem to study there for a time. We need some findings and to cover the costs for the journey and for staying in the hospital. Are you kidding me? It's my hospital. Hey, that's right around the corner. What are you talking about? You need money. Sure. I'll give you the money, you idiot. Burn the apostate. Wise. Get burned, son. You have received word that your physician Sigismund came back earlier this morning. It would seem that he spent much of the time outside the hospital and as such hasn't learned anything he didn't know already. What a moron, quite frankly. We do have one province too many, but I think that is perfectly fine. I don't really worry about. What's Arabia doing? Attacking Second Holy War for Zana? Ah, thank you. Keep going, Arabia, please. Man, they are blessed. The Knights of Santiago are blessed as well, of course. But Arabia is actually doing a grand job in expanding our realm and giving us, you know, a very, very limited amount of aggressive expansion. Now, as you can see here, that barely did anything. That changed nothing. So we're good to go. I trust Arabia will push on and hopefully also go for this maybe. You know, I would love, if I could create the, or if I could usurp the title of Yemen right now, I would do it and hand it over to Arabia so that Arabia can take care of Tabaristan and so on and so forth, because then they would have a rightful claim. I'm missing the more comforting aspects of faith, by the way. Did you know? Have you heard of the more comforting aspects of fate? Faith? Pardon my French. We're sitting at 2.2k prestige. If we get some more prestige quickly, can I have a tournament? It's not a commander, right? Let's have a tournament, boys, because I need the prestige. And he wants me to go on a pilgrimage. We're going to do that ASAP as soon as the tournament ends, of course. And I shall treasure these words in the good old order itself, so that the dude likes me. There you go. See, this is what I need. Budding friendship. Perfect. Let's have the tournament begin and hope that maybe we even win, you know. What is our stat here? 45. That's quite good, in all honesty. Yes, we can burn you. Oh, 2 people have been killed during the tournament. Goodness me. Oh my god, they're all being murdered. The tournament is a trap. At least it feels like it is. I want you... He needs to stay as a commander. I need him commanding my troops and making it clear that there is no loss too big to succeed in the name of Jerusalem. Let's get some more heavy infantry. Heavy infantry is the shit. Most unfortunate, by the way. Have you heard of it? Beylerbeylik of Oman. I'm gonna immediately get that and hand it over to you. Nope, as a normal title, of course. Duchy of Oman, that's okay. There you go. Now you hold it, you love me, and we can carry on. Most unfortunate. Man, so many people wounded and killed. Crazy time to be alive. 3rd place. 2nd place. Ah, he truly deserves it, sure. A glorious event, and I'm happy about it. We will soon, actually, in this episode, honestly, let's do it in this episode. We shall start a grand conquest against the Seljuks. How old are we now? 18. Only 2 years after 16. Quite nice, honestly. And now the Sultanate of Yemen is ours, and we shall hand it out so that Arabia can keep going on these conquest sprees. Gorgeous. Okay, you're now a double queen, a double viceroy, whatever. And I hope that the double viceroy, as she exists now, will go on to conquer all of this stuff for me so that I don't have to do it. Because I'm already going to be busy over here. We need to do 2 proper wars. I mean, technically more. Al Jazeera, right, is 3 duchies. That's 3 wars, man. That's 3 goddamn wars. But we'll figure it out. We always do figure it out at the end of the day. Oh, right. Go on a pilgrimage. I forgot about that. Man, everything costs money. Hey, we're totally gonna finish this real quick. Well, turns out not really. Things are packed. Let's go to Rome. Deep in the night. Right, I will help put it out, even if... Ah, we're brave now. Let's go. Give me zealous. No zealous. Well, I've made a new friend, and now we are in Rome, and what a beautiful city. You know, Rome... Oh, actually, yeah, this is exactly what would happen. If you do a pilgrimage to Rome, you probably come back, like, kind of hating yourself, because Rome in the medieval ages certainly wasn't what people thought it was, you know, way back under the Roman Empire. It was a devastated city with people stealing from its own infrastructure to build new buildings, you know, to... They destroyed old Roman architecture, and it was just a classic. That was absolutely normal. And indeed, look at it. Visserine Panet is doing what I hoped she would do. She's pushing in here, and hopefully also will push against Dailam, as she does have de jure claims now. While my book is coming along, I still feel like there's something missing from its pages. We do have more records, my lord, details of the de Boulogne, you might say, but we'd have to spend some time digging out in the graveyard. I am, you know... I'm cynical. Sure. Develop a cold of some sort from being out in the cold. Sure. Develop a cold, boys. Doesn't look like we got it. Good. Sophie Vati. Now that is most certainly... Oh, look at her. Look at that outfit, man. She's scary. Very spooky. Can we get a beard? Oh, look at it. Oh, you know what? Yeah, this is the beard for the ages. That is, you know what? We're like in the 70s. Look at us. Oh, I love it. I love it. And we have another revolt. I mean, the Arabians could take care of that themselves, but I'm going to write down there and we're going to do it. What else can we do? Grumenair, not really interested. We got her going. She is secluded. She's not at my court. Are you crazy? No, listen. She's being, okay, educated. No, like, stop doing this stuff, yeah? I hate it. Wait, this is not my daughter. You are my daughter. I can't set the focus. Ah, well. God damn it, France. Let my people go. Let my daughter go. And there comes Arabia. I think I'll just ride into them, I'll be honest with you. The Great Holy War fails. Well, not a big surprise. Attacking Pam. Not the best choice. Now that our wife is pregnant once more, that is a bit of an issue. All things considered. Because we don't really want another kid. I hope that it's a girl. If not, then we might be in a bit of trouble. And I say a bit because it could be way worse. But it, you know. I could scarcely believe it is possible, but the pregnancy has made my wife Hodiana look even more beautiful than she already was. Whenever we are in the same room, I can hardly take my eyes off her. You know what? Let's just not lose that piety. I would have done it if it wasn't for the piety loss. But there you go. The rebellion ended, and with that, why? They're so weak now that I can't declare. Okay then. Well. Alright, I guess we have to attack for Basra. That's a pain. Had they been stronger now, then we could have declared a grand conquest, but as they are so weak as they are, we have to go in and just declare normal war for Basra. Alright, let's eat our way into Iraq. It's going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wars, man. That's a long time. But we'll figure it out. I will see you in the next episode. Later, alligator.